following program is classified G. It's suitable for all ages.
A very good evening and thank you for joining with us on Business Best tonight, and this is a platform where we showcase the best in the business, and we will be introducing to you people who have excelled in their particular field in order to showcase their latest developments in their respective industry. So today on the show we have a healthcare application. Now when you say healthcare application, what comes to your mind first is that either it's an e-channeling or an online pharmacy, but this healthcare application is one of a kind where you can have lots of services in one app in the same time. So it's my pleasure to invite Kanishka Liyanage, who is the head of strategic relations, to talk on this business, HealthX. Kanishka, again, thank you very much for joining with us on the show. And to start off our discussion, I would really like you to tell our audience about what the services that your company is providing, except for the fact that y'all are giving the ability for patients to channel their nearby doctors.
Thank you so much, Shanali. So, first of all, I would like to say that HealthX is the Sri Lanka's health super app, #1 and the one and only platform which you can book your nearest doctor. So, as you said, you can book the hospital and go to the hospital, but in HealthX, what you can do is you can book your nearest GP. Okay, so you know, in developed countries like UK, USA, they have this discipline in the society and the community where you first have to go to your GP. Go and consult your GP, and GP will consult if there's anything, you have to go to the hospital. So in Sri Lanka, we are really trying to do this. We wanted to give this sort of a discipline in our society also, where in HealthX is trying to do, go visit your nearest GP. And not only that, HealthX is again giving you the option of getting the home visit, like you can get your doctor to come and visit you. So that is sort of a key unique features which is first ever in Sri Lanka. So that is why we call HealthX as the health super app. And for the last 2 months, like we launched 2 months before, and we have seen a lot of engagement from the users end. So that means already patients and the users, doctors already accepted the product, which is a really nice thing to see in the market.
All right. When I went through the website, Kanishka, I saw this mention about the chaos theory, a purpose that you all are following. Could you give our audience a little bit introduction to what this chaos theory is all about?
So in that, again, there's a nice story behind this product. So if you take our CEO, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, he got this idea and inspired by the fact that there's a gap in the market we have seen. In the chaos theory, there's a small thing called butterfly effect. So we believe in that effect where we are trying to do a small course, we are trying to do a small effort, and that will make a repellent effect in the market. And you will see that discipline in the market. So HealthX is trying to give that we don't want people to go to the hospital, because if you're going to hospital, that may be a sort of a step ahead, like you may got blood pressure, high blood pressure, sugar, so that's sort of a thing. So we are just promoting the prevention. So go visit your nearest doctor. He is the one who knows about you very well. So that is why HealthX is coming up with that chaos theory, the butterfly effect. And you can see in HealthX logo that again you can see the X with the butterfly. That's again that chaos theory behind our product.
According to my research, I presume that a small impact can make a big difference. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. Yes. So HealthX is exactly trying to do that, where you are a person who is going to visit your nearest doctor, and you can book through the application or platform which was not there in the market. So we are giving that opportunity to the community. Okay, yes, your nearest doctor is there. And not only that, you can maintain your health records, and you can, if there's any other reason, you can get the doctor to come and see you. Not only that, you can get your medical gadgets, the pharmacy, lab. If you want, you can get lab to your doorstep. So there are a lot of things with HealthX. So that is why we are saying it's a super app. and where we are trying to get that entire ecosystem enabling in the digital space. So that is the whole purpose of the HealthX.
Right, Kanishka. Something I really picked on what you said was you all are registering doctors with the nearby clinics, some doctors which are close by to you, I presume. So how do you get these doctors, this pool of doctors? Do you all go and invite the doctors, or is there a separate platform for doctors to come and register with you all?
Yes, if really a GP or doctor who is doing their private practices, if the doctor really wanted to get on board, doctor can go to the App Store or Play Store, can download the doctor's app. There's a separate application for the doctors,
right.
And we have separate relationship team, so they'll be working closely with the doctors, getting them on board and supporting them in terms of working. And this is a sort of a tech product for the doctors. So we have already more than 350 plus doctors in the platform. So we have seen doctors that the preventers are accepting the product. So we are doctors, yes, relationship managers will work with the doctors. Again, if a doctor really wanted to get on board, the app is there out in the market.
And another advantage I saw in this application was when you connect with a doctor, there is the advantage of providing or getting clinical advice through video call or via phone call. And after that, the doctor can upload their prescription in the app as well. So how did you manage to develop this application, and how can you direct that prescription and buy pharmaceutical products?
Yes. So like I said, it is sort of a digital space, and we are trying to digitize the doctor's dispensary. So in that case, yes, if you are just meeting the doctor and coming home, if you don't have any record, there's a problem. So we have seen, if I ask you whether you have your health records, I know the answer. So we really wanted to have this discipline again. So if we can have the medical records, digital medical records in your app, so we have introduced the e-prescription, where the doctor can upload the prescription, and maybe a clinic visit or maybe a home visit or a video conference, whatever the option, he can upload the prescription. And that prescription, if the patient is having the requirement in terms of getting the pharmacy, again HealthX is there. So you can go to the HealthX, book the pharmacy, or you can order the prescription through the HealthX app. And not only that, if you want any lab report, the doctor is saying, okay, you have to get this particular lab report. Again, HealthX is there. We have our partnered labs and pharmacies. You can request through the HealthX app. It's pretty simple with HealthX.
That's definitely an advantage, I feel. And with all these services provided in one application itself, there should definitely be a story behind it. What was the story behind the founder of this company to come up with this inspiration in the first place?
So if you ask, this is the market gap. We have figured out there is a market gap. There are a lot of applications, there are a lot of technology to connect you with the hospitals. Okay, so we have seen there's a huge gap in the market where you want to meet your doctor, but maybe you are busy. So you think you are now at work. So if you want to book for your parent or for your cousin or your brother, sister, or if you want to go to the doctor, you have to leave early. You need to take a half day, short leave to go to see your doctor. So here's the inspiration, and we know in Sri Lanka there are 20,000 plus GPs. And you know the wow fact is we have 10 million internet users in Sri Lanka. So I don't think there's any other big opportunity to break this market and get the patients and the users, doctors into one platform. So we have done that.
And when you consider a health application also, other applications, I feel they are letting you channel a special doctor, a specialized doctor, I would say, in hospitals or somewhat.
Yes.
But you, this company is providing access to people to go to their nearest doctor. What's the advantage your company saw by doing this?
So again, I would say that market gap and the base, like 21,000 GPs and the 10 million users. So the opportunity is there. So we figure out it is not that everyone just want to go to hospital. Sometimes since we are busy, we are going to hospital, but we know our GP knows us better than anyone else. So you can, maybe a simple thing, you just wanted to go to your GP. Why you are just wasting your time, wasting your money? And maybe if you are just familiar with the hospital, you will go and meet the specialist because you have something that your GP can't cure. So then only you have to go to your hospital. But at the very beginning, you should go to your GP. He knows you better, and you have all the health records, so he knows what he has to do. So this is the whole point of having HealthX in your phone. So then you are driving yourself to be preventive. You are driving yourself to be healthy. So the main purpose behind this is inspiring people for a healthier nation. So it's health, well-being, and fitness. So that's the HealthX.
Right, okay, Kanishka. So what's the reach at the moment? I believe that there's a special target audience for you, because not everyone will be having the facility of using a smartphone as well. So what's your reach at the moment currently?
Yes, so like I said, before 2 months only we have launched the product officially. So we have already reached more than 10,000 users as of now. And the best thing is we are trying to give the best to the society. So always we are trying to develop our product. So it is not just giving out a product, it's just a tech product that you can go and see your doctor. No, it is a product where we are promoting everyone to be preventive. So in this case, what we are trying to do is we are reaching out in the Western province first of all. So we reaching out the doctors who are in the Western province, and then like you said, everyone is not having the internet access. Then again, I would take the fact 10 million users, internet users. So that is the market. So where they really want that, if there's an application, people would definitely go download and see. But this is not just an application you are downloading. This is with a sort of inspiration you are having in terms of being a preventive person.
Right, Kanishka. I think our audience would have had a very good introduction of what HealthX is all about. But before we go into the second segment, we'll have to go into a short commercial break. We'll be back soon, and you're watching Business Best. Welcome back to Business Best, and we are in discussion with Kanishka Liyanage, who is the head of strategic relationships of HealthX. Kanishka, I think you gave a very good introduction to what HealthX is all about. So for my next question, as you mentioned, you launched this application 2 months ago. What was the feedback you received from your customer? Were there any critics, or did they accept this application? Were there any positive comments as well?
So yeah, so we truly believe on the feedback from the users, because if you are launching a product, there should be sort of a user friendly. So if it is not user friendly, there is no point of having that product. Even though it gives you hell a lot of benefits, no point. So what we are doing is we are always with the appointments, we are taking the feedback from the doctor's end and from the user's end. So where we believe the continuous innovation. So every month we have the idea boards. So we are taking ideas from the internally and from externally, and we are putting into sort of a pool, and we are just understanding what sort of innovation we should do and what sort of changes we should do. The continuous development progress every day, every month we are doing that. So then only we believe that the one and only competition is the product where it was yesterday and today, and we are trying to make it better on tomorrow. So that's a whole system that we are working on.
When comparing HealthX, would you say that there is a competition at this point? But because I believe that HealthX is one of a kind, so how would you describe your competitive advantage at this point?
Yes, so in this case, this is the Sri Lanka's first super app, health super app. So there is no competition, that's what I'm saying, because it's one and only application to book your nearest doctor. Go to your clinic, and the one and only application to get your doctor to visit you. So, and everything under one platform. So there is no sort of a competition, and we see the competition with ourselves. So every day, like I said, we are just doing the continuous developments. So every day we are trying to develop the product. So in that case, what we are trying to do is forget about the competition. What we are trying to do is inspiring people to be healthy, because we have seen with the pandemics, there are a lot of things. As a country, we can't afford sort of lockdowns and everything. So we have to support our economy also. So in this case, definitely HealthX will create this discipline and digitally enable this entire ecosystem. So that is the whole purpose we are seeing in this HealthX platform.
What is the biggest challenge that you have faced so far, and what are the potential risks that you see in the future?
So if you see first of all, that was a bit of idea. When very beginning, it was an idea of my CEO. So then we thought of, okay, giving this product out to the market. So then we had a sort of a doubt whether doctors will accept, whether users will accept. But we have seen the doctors and patients, users are accepting this. Then there is no sort of a risk. We have seen they have already accepted. Because why I'm saying so? Because it's already was a gap. So we are addressing that gap. And this is sort of a requirement in the market. If we say for the last 5 to 6 years, if someone could come up with sort of a platform which can support the community, which can support our GPs, because these set of the frontliners, they are actually doing a hell of a lot of service for the society. Okay, so the doctors, they are supporting our society. So we are supporting them in terms of managing their day-to-day activities and to see the appointments, managing their dispensary. So everything is there. So we are actually giving a sort of a solution for the doctors, and we are addressing the market gap from the user's end.
All right, Kanishka. Now, in this time of dismay, I would say during this pandemic period, I believe HealthX is a very good application for people to access their doctors, their medical supplies at this point, because once they come into a lockdown, I don't think it's very easy for them to go into a pharmacy and get their medicines at this point. You can definitely disagree with me, but do you think your company was not affected with the pandemic? Because every one of us was affected, especially the businesses. Would you say in this pandemic, was your business drastically affected, or was it an advantage at this point?
I would say, since it's a tech product and we have figured out what sort of a market segment we are addressing, and it's very clear. You can go to the digital market in the HealthX Instagram, HealthX Facebook. We have figured out what the exact path and what sort of a market segment. So we have addressed them correctly, and we have given them the right purpose, why this company is doing this. So with the pandemic, I would say we have actually supported them. Rather than winning as a business, we actually supported our community. We supported our frontliners where they were actually having some frustrations with the lockdowns and the isolations. There are a lot of things, even doctors physically can't go and meet and stay inside their clinics even. So this is sort of a platform that you can come on time. That will definitely reduce the people just staying inside the dispensary and coming here and they are going. So we have actually supported with this pandemic time in Sri Lanka, definitely.
I would like to agree with you 100% on that, Kanishka. And something very interesting that you mentioned to me outside as well when we were talking was that y'all are planning to launch a health tracker as well. Yeah. Could you explain a little bit more about that?
In the very beginning, I said it's health, well-being and fitness. So we are addressing the fitness. So where we see it, not just to book your doctor, so you have to be healthy. So what is the system? How you can track your this thing? So you have health records, you have pharmacy, lab, everything. Yes, now you have fitness. So you can track your heart or the step counters, because we have seen with the different researchers, the WHO accepts a person who is doing sort of a count of steps will make your heart healthy. So there are different things we can motivate people to do with this fitness tracker. So definitely this will be a sort of again a turning point in the market, like HealthX did. So wait for the fitness tracker. So we'll definitely work on the fitness tracker with the community.
That's very interesting to look forward for. Now coming back into the HR or administration side of the business, when handling the pharmacy side, you definitely need specialists to handle prescriptions. Would you say it was a challenge to recruit pharmacists at this point, or special doctors to handle this side of the business?
Yes, so we know we have expertise in the market. Okay, so we are a product which we have the tech. Okay, we have figured out the market gap. So we have addressed everything. Yes, we need the expertise. So it is always better to get the expertise knowledge. So we have partnered with the different pharmacies and labs, which they have the expertise, and we wanted to enable them also in this digital space, where the doctors, the users, and the pharmacists and labs all enabled in the same platform. So where there are partnered pharmacies working with us, labs are working with us. So everyone is there working in this platform. So we have the solution.
Then coming back to the final delivery, did you all have to gain special access, I would say, to travel between the lockdown periods of time, or are you all outsourcing this delivery, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's actually, we have come up with different solution which we have partnered with again some delivery companies where we can support some local startups also. As a local startup, we are supporting some local startups that they'll also can collaborate with us, and some pharmacies who are working with us, they have their own system. So we are again, our operations team is working with them, because I would say our operations team is doing a brilliant job in terms of managing our users and the pharmacies. There are a lot of work that they have to do, and a lot of back-end work that they have to manage with them. So actually we are working with all these some other startups also in terms of delivering, and our pharmacies labs, they have their own delivery systems. So that is actually was not a problem for us because of that.
All right, Kanishka. So as my final question, I would like to ask you, what's your next step? What's the company? How do you foresee the future? What's your vision? Do you have any expansion plans in the future?
Yes, definitely. So like I said, it's just 2 months. So we have done everything within these 2 months. So there are a lot more to come to the market. Like I said, the fitness tracker. So I would say HealthX is not just an application. You can just download and see what sort of things, what I'm actually explaining. So it is not just booking your doctor. You can, there are a lot of things. You can book your doctor, you can even request your doctor to come and visit you, and the video conference is there, the lab, the medical gadgets, everything is there. Apart from that, HealthX is actually planning on health, well-being and fitness. So in that segment also we are doing different developments. So again, I would say we are supporting our preventers, we are supporting our users, we are addressing that market gap. This is the solution. So stay tuned with HealthX in terms of this healthy and well-being fitness journey. So I would invite everyone to take part in this journey. So we'll make this country sort of a healthier nation. So I would invite everyone to take part in this journey.
All right, thank you, Kanishka. Unfortunately, this is all the time we have for you on the show, and definitely I wish you all the best with all your expansion plans. And I personally feel that this application is a very interesting and very useful application, especially during this time of display. Again, thank you very much for joining with me on the show.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was today's episode on Business Best Tonight. We will be back again next week, same time, 7 p.m. on Fridays. But don't go anywhere, because Blueprint is up next, where you can get some useful business tips and tools. I'm Suzanne Shenali. Until then, stay safe and have a good night.